Hi everyone, it's Lori from Enchanted Dream 71 and welcome to my craft room. I hope you are all happy, healthy, and blessed today, and I want to thank you for coming over and showing my channel some support. I really do appreciate it. So it is Monday evening. I'm not even sure what time it is when I'm filming, and I just watched Tina at Shabby Dabby Doodah's mass make. And she did what she called Patricia Viramonte's double pockets. So you have a pocket here, and then you have a pocket back here. So I thought we would just mass make some of these and have them ready for some projects. So we'll just lay this one over here. I'm moving my mat already. So for this project, I am using this digital kit, and this is by Lorna over at Tailor Made Journals, and the name of it is Worn Tapestry, and it is absolutely, oh, that would be a good one, a beautiful kit. So I had printed all of these out. I like that one too. What am I saying? I like them all. Yeah, and they were not backed. I would not, excuse me, if you're using digitals, would not print them double-sided because oh, those two are pretty, so we'll get out those. That's four, because you're not going to be able to see the inside, and it's just going to be a waste of your ink. Or you could use scrap, single-sided scrapbooking paper that's on the thinner side, the thinner scrapbook paper. Try to figure out where I'm gonna sit this. I got a craft lunch trying to happen. So yeah, these pockets are super easy. So that's pretty much why we're making them. So this is going to be my top. So what you're going to do is you're going to take your paper and you're going to kind of like fold it in thirds. It does not have to be exact, of course, but you do want to fold it in thirds. So we'll just do that, try to get it even. And if you don't get it exactly even, see, that could come over some more. That's okay, because one side is going to be, actually, look at that, isn't that gorgeous, tucked inside the other side. So you just figure out what you want tucked and what you want on the outside. And I'm thinking on this one, we'll do this one on the outside. You can, of course, this one, I did the pocket going this way, and whatever your page is on the outside is the way your pocket's going to go. So we're going to end up pulling that over, and our pocket's going to be like that, but we're not there yet. We want to strengthen up the top. So the first step is to fold your paper into thirds, which we have done. Just give that a good press. And then you're going to open it up, and I turn it upside down because we want to fold down the top, and that way we can strengthen the top of our pocket. So that's what we're going for there. It's just to strengthen the top of the pocket. Okay, so now what we want to do is the side that you want to make the slanted pocket on, you're going to cut or tear this part out. And Tina just tore hers, and I think I'm just going to do the same because you're not going to see that anyway. Just make sure that's down good so we get a better little tear there. So now you have this, okay? So now this part right here, we want to glue this whole thing down. And I did make sure that my glue was going to come out. You can use any kind of glue you want. You can use the glue stick or, just whatever you want. Just get that glued down right there. So we have that glued down because this is going to be our tall pocket. And then this side over here, so this is going to go in this way, and this is going to go this way. So this front piece is the piece that we want to bring down and make that pocket. And you can bring that down as far or as little as you want. You can make it really small, or you can do it this size. So this will go there, this will go here, and there you go. Once you glue it, you can sew it, but you can glue it as well. You'll have a pocket here and a pocket at the top that is reinforced. So now I'm just going to give this a good squish, and I can already see that I'm not even on the bottom, so we will just cut a little bit of that off before we glue it, just to straighten that up a little bit. See, just a sliver on the bottom. So the first thing we want to do is our inside pocket. We're just going to put glue here at the bottom just to close this up. There's no need to go back up the top because this is going to be on the inside, and again, that would just pretty much be wasting your glue. I did get out a wet wipe. Okay, so we have that. And then this piece here, I almost forgot, we need to glue it down. There we go. Got glue there, don't want it there, don't need it there. And then we're going to glue here and here. So we're going to go across the bottom and then down this side. There we go. Just give that a little squish. And also, if you want to ink, just make sure that you do this inking here before you glue it down. I did get out my ink in case I wanted to use it, but you don't have to. You also, I didn't watch her whole video. I just watched, you know, how she made it and a little bit of it. I'll go back and watch the rest of it next. But you can also put a thumb notch at the top. And I think maybe we can, let's go ahead and do that on this one. There we go. So then you have a pocket that looks like that with a little thumb notch. It's not exactly centered, but it's good. So there's our pocket. Hope you guys can see that okay. I got lots of shadowing going on. I'm not doing anything different, which my little light here is trying to go out on me. Okay, so now we can do this one. So that goes this way. So again, and this, you can cut this down so that your pocket's not as tall, if that's what you want to do. It's all up to you. You could do it whatever, you know, size you want if you don't want it this tall. Or you can just let that length kind of like determine how far you fold this down as well. You could fold it more and get a shorter pocket. So why don't we do that on this one? So we've done our 3 folds, and now this one we're going to bring it even farther down, which will make our pocket even shorter. I'm not sure if that's straight. Let's see, that's going to go on the inside. Yeah, I don't think that's going to be as straight as we can get it. Yep, definitely not straight there. So let's try that again. That part needed to come down just a little bit, I believe. Alright, so now we have to decide what we want for our front, because now that's going to decide. And that doesn't exactly match. I think she was trying to get it to where those matched. So we could do this right here as our front. So again, the piece that we want on our front is this section here that we want to tear off. Well, maybe not. That one went kind of crooked. So yeah, you can either cut it or tear it, whatever your pleasure is. There we go. And then this piece will get glued down. Go ahead and straighten this up a little. Maybe. Yep. So now we'll glue this part down. Right here. And that just, again, reinforces that pocket. Getting glue everywhere. So, alright, so we got that down. And so now that's going to go on the inside. This is going to be on the outside. So now we're going to bring this down. Again, ever how far you want to. It's completely up to you how deep you want this part here to be. So now we will glue this part down. This is a really quick and easy mask make. Been trying to get in here all day today. I was off today, but actually had a pretty rough day today, so it happens sometimes. Okay, so there's that. So on this one, I think I'm going to get my pen back in there, maybe. And go ahead and ink this one some. So definitely want to ink this part right here before you glue it, or you might have a little bit of trouble getting in there to ink it once it's closed up. Everything else you can ink afterwards. You don't have to glue it first. These papers are so pretty. They came out quite a few months ago, I believe. There we go. So we got some ink on her. So now we're just going to glue the bottom of this one first. Ooh. Don't need that poking in my fingers. Having enough of finger issues right now. I did. Let's see, I'm filming on Monday. I did go back to work last Monday. Still fighting bronchitis or whatever this is going on. I'm not sure what it is. May have to break down because I'm doing like Theraflu during the day and NyQuil at night, and it's just not wanting to kick it out of here. So, yeah. May end up having to go to the doctor and get some antibiotics for it. Okay. We'll get that back down in there. So there's that pocket. Isn't that so pretty? So you have a pocket there and a pocket there. And you can see the difference in the height. So the other ones I did print borderless before my HP printer died. Yeah, so I'm going to have to go and get me another one. Those are going to be pretty to decorate too. But you can see the difference in the height. But the height is just going to depend on how far you fold down that top. Or you could just use smaller paper. This one's really pretty. I think that's supposed to be the top, but we're going to pretend like this is the top. Because I think I'm going to do this one even farther down at the top. Let's see. Got that there. Okay. Alright, so we've done that. And this is going to be our top, so we can fold it down even more. See the huge difference in the fold here. And the other one, I can't never get these folds straight, ever. Just not happening. Okay. And then we're going to decide what we want for the front and which way we want our pocket going. And I think I want this on the front. Well, if I fold that down, I'm going to lose that flower. So maybe that's a little bit too far, I think. Need bring this one back just a little, like this. Maybe that'll be enough. And then bring this on over, maybe. Nope, she's not coming over any farther. Well, we might just have to have the front right here. Put her back where she belongs, I guess. Or where she was to begin with. Okay, so it's this piece that we're going to tear now that I've folded it 12 ways to Sunday. Okay. There we go. And then this will go, maybe we just won't take it as far. Maybe we'll do it like this. Yeah, and it's less of a fold. We do get just a little bit more of that flower, but not a lot. And I am going to come in. It's where I folded it too many different times. Okay. So now we can get this glued down. Hope you're all doing well. It's super hot here. It is like hard to breathe outside. It's so hot and humid. It's just been terrible. Okay, so we got that down. And then we're going to glue this one down. To there. Just stick that in there for a minute. Alright, now I am going to go ahead and put a little bit of ink on here. Yep, we got enough. So that goes in there and that goes that way. That's going to be pretty. Okay, so we will do just the bottom on this piece. And then we will do the bottom. Oops. That was a mess. Yep, both my hands have actually been bothering me all day, and the day off work, I got to work the next 4 days because taking Saturday off, and the whole family, kids and grandkids, and Papa and I are actually all going to Helen, Georgia, tubing on the river. So I am 54 and never been tubing down the river, so I'm really excited, weather permitting, of course, because they said it looked like it may be some rain, so we'll have to see, but hopefully that won't be interrupted. So I do have to work. That's so pretty. Okay, so this will be the last one we'll do, and we'll call this a video. I've got to get in the bed too. Working 9 to 5 tomorrow, and I think I'm going to make this a long one because I really don't want to get rid of any of this beautiful paper that I don't have to. Okay, so there we go. Definitely want this as my front. So we're going to turn it upside down. This one we'll do just a little bit, if we can. Get it kind of evenish. Now let me see what I want. I want this for my front. Definitely. Let's see. Quite go over far enough. Let's see if we can get it over a little bit more. Okay. Yeah, that's kind of crashing a little bit, but it'll be okay. So we want to take off this part here, since that's going to be our front. And I don't want to take it over too far. Yeah, that's good, because I don't want to lose those. So now, oh, I'm getting a hot flash, I think. We'll go ahead and glue this down. Okay, there we go. Get that glue off there. And then glue this down here. And I definitely, these little pieces, we can keep those for collage. I definitely want to do a little bit of inking on this piece here. There we go. Just a little bit. So now we're going to do this part first, because this is going to be our tall pocket. There. And then this is going to go over like that. So we will do the side and then the bottom. Okay, yeah, that didn't exactly touch the sides, but that's okay. It doesn't have to go all the way over. Just give that a good varnish down, and I think that is it, guys. My wet one's about dry already. Alright, so let's just go through. So we have a pocket here and a pocket here. So there's one. And this one, we turned it down a little bit more. Have a pocket here and a pocket here to make it shorter. Let's bring them down to here. And then we have this one. And then this one. And then this one. So yeah, you can make the height whatever you want. Yeah, so that's it for today. Thanks to Tina for the idea in doing the Patricia Viramonte double pockets. Those were fun. Been wanting to get in here all day, but like I said, I had, you know, a really rough day, and I couldn't tell you, which my hands were bothering me, or still bothering me a little. But yeah, I cried all day. I told my husband that. He's like, oh, I'm so sorry. I'm like, well, you know, I'm like, don't ask me why, because I don't know why, but that's what I did all day. So there is our pocket. So now all we have to do is some decorating. So thank you guys for hanging out with me today. I really do appreciate it. Love you guys, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.